Alright, so here it is, New Year's Day Ride 2023 with St. Nicholas Brewing Company Cycling team. I decided to go ahead and record part of this group ride to capture a section called the Pine Hills Road. It's a sub-part of the Dirty South Roubaix course, which I assume will be the same in 2023. The section here with the red bracket kind of shows the length of the section I'm going to video today. I just wanted to record this for people that don't live in the area that might come and do the race for the first time. Thought they might be interested in seeing what this section looks like. Because Southern Illinois back roads, oil and ship roads, regular gravel roads are not that interesting. But on this particular race, if you do the 100K version, there are 3 sections that I think that are really interesting and slightly technical if you're new to gravel racing. One section is this one, the Pine Hills Road section of the LaRue-Pine Hills, the Silica Trail, and then the Trail of Tears section. So I'll try to put up separate videos for those other sections. But for today, I'm just going to record this section. One of the things I'm going to do while I'm out here is I'm going to test my fitness and see if I can set a PR on this initial climb coming up Pine Hills Road. It's about a mile long. I've only done it once before during the race last year. And my fitness was okay, but I think I've made some improvements since then. So I'm kind of backing up to the start point of the segment, which I'm not sure exactly where it starts, so I want to get a running start anyway. Here is my time from last year. Yeah, 1.06 miles. It's almost 400 foot of climbing. And there was my place, 577th. So a lot of people have done this particular segment. So I want to play this section in real time. So it's going to take, I don't know what this takes, 6 or 7 minutes. I'm going to get all the way up at maybe 8 minutes. And then once I get past that, I will go ahead and speed up the video for the rest of the Pine Hills Road section, just for you to get a taste or a flavor for what it's like, so that if you're going to come and do this for the first time, at least you know what to expect. I showed you my age, weight, and my power stats for you that follow those kind of things, so you have some idea when you do this for the first time. You'll have an idea of what kind of effort you need to put forth to put together a ride like I did, right? You can look at the elevation, look at how many feet we're climbing, you can look at my speed and my power, and you know how old I am approximately. That way you know what's going to be required to make it all the way up this hill and what kind of time. You'll see I hit kind of some 350, 400 watt numbers kind of in the lower half, which if you watch my numbers closely, by the very end of this you can see that I really am running out of power, so I was pushing a little bit harder than I should have. And so maybe that will inform some of you on the best way to attack this particular climb if you're coming to do this race in the future. This section of the climb can really mess with you because you think you're looking at the main part of the climb and you're really not. This is just really the start of the climb. You can see the numbers that the Wahoo gave me have us at 12%. I don't think it's quite that steep, 13. I think it's probably something more like 9 or 10% in this area. When we get up to the even steeper sections, the Wahoo was saying it's 17 to 20%. Strava maxes that section out around 13%, which I think is really more accurate. Right, so probably drop off 2, 3, 4% off of that numbers you see on the left-hand side there. You can see the changes, but no, those numbers are, I think, a little bit inflated because of the data the Wahoo presents. Now, when you're on this corner up here, you're going to think that you're going to see some relief in the future, but you're not. You're just going to see an even longer section of continuous uphill. Right, so don't waste it all in that bottom section because you've got a long way to go at this point. Yeah, this is probably the hardest section of the climb here. You can see what kind of power numbers I have to put down just to go 5 miles an hour. Like I said, I don't think it's quite 20%. I think 13, maybe 14 is more realistic. But it's a bear, because by this time you're really tired and the grade kicks up a little bit and it's tough. The rocks are loose here and you still got a pretty good way to go. So good luck on this section. just to be clear, that's a personal record, not a record. I did move up pretty far, 215 spots. That's pretty good. So that shows me that my fitness is on track and I have improved quite a bit since last year. So now let's kick up the pace a little bit for the rest of this ride. So if you're following along on the map on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see there's a little squiggle coming up on the course. It's going to curve off to the left, then there'll be a real sharp right-hand turn, and then it starts to go downhill. And it's like a quarter-mile downhill, a sharp left, and then it's all downhill after that. So it's an excellent part of the course. It's a ton of fun. Once you clear those two sharp corners, you get carried away and come into them a little too fast, so just be careful on those two if this is your first time. But once you get past that sharp right followed by the sharp left and it starts going downhill, it is an absolute blast. So enjoy this section.